Hello, I'm Kristen with Impressing Minds, and today I wanted to talk to you about how to make Christmas more meaningful, or how can I provide a more meaningful Christmas to my foster children. Um, I'm sure that you have traditions that you've utilized in the past. Some people like Elf on the Shelf. Some people go to candlelight service. Some people watch certain movies. What can you do with this opportunity that you brought this kid in, or this kid has been brought to you? How can we make this Christmas more meaningful to them? Something that they will remember way beyond our home, our time with them. How can we make it meaningful and rememberable? Each year, I ask myself, how can I provide a more meaningful Christmas? Every year, I ask this, and especially important during a time when you have foster children. Usually, though, we are probably exhausted from hustle and bustle and holiday shopping, so we need to slow down and remember the real reasons we have Christmas, and incorporate traditions that make it more meaningful, and that we can think back when we're old. We can say, oh, I used to love to do this. When our kids are grown, they'll say, oh, Mom used to love to put up the tree, and we would play Christmas carols and sing along, and we would dance to Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree while we put it up. So I want us to think, if we have our own traditions, that's wonderful. We need to explain to the children why those traditions are important to us. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel so I can get more momentum with the things that I'm doing, and put this video in front of more people in my channel. All right, so when I was little, I would go to my grandma's house every Christmas morning, and my cousins and I would have to recite poems and read little books and things for her before anybody opened a gift. So my poem that I read for her was, "'Twas the night before Jesus came." And so it kind of parallels Jesus coming back to earth, and was the night before, Christmas, and all through the house. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. And so it rhymes right along with that. It goes right along with that. It's a wonderful, wonderful poem, and it was a really good tradition, and I liked reading it for her. My brother would read The Three Trees, and if you haven't gotten that book, it is really, really cute. It's about 3 trees, and each one of them has a part in the story of Jesus and his story. Things back then were made of wood. And so those 3 trees were communicating and sharing hopes and dreams, and they got fulfilled. All right. And then when I was a young mother, so I'm already grown then, I began Christmas Eve candlelight service with my own children. And we would go to that. It's fantastic. I enjoyed it so much because we got to sing like really traditional hymn type of Christmas carols. And, my favorites, I guess, are like Silent Night, Joy to the World. Those songs were really, really fun for us to sing. And, lighting the candle is always fun and meaningful. It was very meaningful. It made getting those gifts, enjoyable, but really gave you a chance to reflect on the true meaning of Christmas. So if you have these foster children in your home, what are some ways that you can make it more meaningful for them? So you can talk to them and see if they have any traditions that you would like to incorporate. You can ask them questions in a very nonchalant type of way, maybe while you're hanging ornaments on the tree, or while you're baking Christmas cookies with them or something. You can ask questions. Do you remember anything about Christmas at your home? Have you ever decorated a tree? And what colors did you use when you decorated? Have you ever seen a lot of lights at Christmas time? That's another tradition that we have, going to see, these light displays. And also we would count Christmas decorations on houses between here and our destination, wherever it would be. And we would say, I got 25, and someone else, I got 30. And, so it was a weird little tradition that we had. You can ask them, what do you want to get your mom for Christmas? And tell me about last year's Christmas. What's your earliest memory of Christmas? See if they have some of those memories and they're willing to, share them with you. So how do we make Christmas more meaningful? How do we provide a more meaningful Christmas? This is what I do to plan out the month of December. I make a list. My kids and I participate. We make a list of all the things that we want to do. Then I get a blank calendar, just a free printable calendar, and I'll start jotting down different things that are stuck in the calendar, like appointments or whatever, that I have to have that time for that. I also add in Christmas plays or cantatas that we have to be at that maybe aren't on a regular, church service schedule, just like the candlelight service. So I'd write all those things down that I can't move around. And then I'll start taking things and putting them in the calendar one by one. I will put the week of Christmas and not that many activities. So my wrapping and Christmas shopping needs to be done at the beginning of December. I have those scheduled, and pretty good on shopping because I start with so many kids. You have to start really early. So I start buying little things in October, and that way I don't have a rush right at Christmas time. So then when I put all the little activities, like even baking cookies, watching Elf with the kids, we do dinners. We have big family dinners, not just on Christmas, not just on Christmas, but between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we'll schedule some bigger dinners where everybody can get together throughout the holidays. This year, we started an open house on a Saturday from 12 to 4. So you can get to see all the friends and family that, can stop by. And with a big family, we can't really go to so many people's houses because size. If you bring 8, 10 people with you somewhere, they might not have accommodations for you. So we decided to have this open house so people could come and just drop in and see us. We're going to have hors d'oeuvres and snacks and sweet treats for them, a little gift when they come. So we schedule all that on December's calendar. Excuse me. And then I let it sit for a minute and think about it. And then I decide, is this a good, is this a good day? Is this a good time? Maybe I should turn it, it gets dark at 5 o'clock. So what do I want to do here with this? Is it, I don't want to see the lights in the morning time. So just go through the schedule and see if everything's fine. And then I have someone proofread it for me and make sure everything works fine. It's an older sibling, my brother, someone. And then I go in and put all the dates in the calendar on the computer and print that organized final copy of it. So those are some things that you can schedule that would provide a more meaningful Christmas. But what are other ways that you can have a more meaningful Christmas or provide a more meaningful Christmas for them? We always set out a nativity. And so if they haven't heard the story of Christmas, the origination of Christmas, this is a wonderful time to get out the nativity and show them the pieces of the nativity. What is a nativity? And who are Mary, Joseph, Jesus? Why is he important? We get out the nativity set and actually, go through the characters. We also do nice coloring sheets you can send to parents. You can keep them in their life books, their first Christmas at our house, or maybe the only Christmas at our house. Sometimes we even take pictures, and then I'll print them out in front of the tree. So if they were here this Christmas, they get their picture made in front of the tree. If they're here again next Christmas, they'll get their picture made again in front of the tree. You can see changes and how they've grown and what your tree looked like. If they leave, they have those memories that they can take with them in those little pictures and the little picture albums that I'll print for them. I said in my blog to use their creativity to create more meaningful Christmas experiences. So, for example, if you want to do crafts, like you want to make your own ornaments, there is a really great website. It's called handsonwegrow.com. And so that is a really good website. It gives you 30 tips for making your some meaningful decorations and ornaments. We also want to always go back to the original meaning of Christmas. What is Christmas all about? Why do we give gifts? Who do you want to give a gift to? If they want to give gifts to their bio family, oh my gosh, that's a great way to minister. I remember a family, I had her kids, and so I bought her like a little devotional book, a Bible, several meaningful things, a piece of jewelry from the kids that they got to pick out, handmade cards, things like that. And, it really gives them a boost of energy to make it through the holidays and continue going, and gives them a little bit more purpose for why they're doing what they're doing. So I hope you've enjoyed learning how to provide a more meaningful Christmas for your foster children. And leave me a comment below about how you provide a meaningful Christmas for your foster children. What traditions do you incorporate? Let us know so we can evaluate them. Maybe we'll want to include more traditions. Thank you for watching.